Okay, so I had been asked a lot, how do I use the weapon wheel template that comes with pickups to make my own weapon wheel with a custom number of segments? And I'm lazy, so I never made a tutorial. I just kind of included the Photoshop document and said, you know, here you go, figure it out. But I never saw anybody figure it out, so here I am, years later, making a tutorial. So this is the Photoshop document, how it is when you open it up. And we've got reference circle invisible. You never need this. It's just for my reference. You have a background layer, which you'll need later, just so you can see the circle a little bit better. And you've got indicator and panel, which we're not even going to use. And we are going to use radius, but we don't need it visible for this. And we're just going to leave these 4 layers here visible. Now, right now we're going to make panels for a weapon wheel with 9 segments. And that requires you to know the difference in angle between the beginning of one segment and the beginning of another. And it just so happens that for a circle with 9 segments, the difference in angle is 40 degrees. It's just really simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to select all of these layers. And we're going to hit Control T for transform. And we're going to rotate these back 20 degrees. So that's minus 20 degrees. Hit enter twice. And then we're going to come over here and control click radius. And that's going to select around the radius layer. And then we're going to just click each of these layers. Click, delete, click, delete, click, delete, click, delete. Now if you Control D to deselect, you'll see that the area where radius would have been is now gone. What we're going to do is select all these layers one more time and hit Control D, Control T rather, and we're going to rotate the layers 40 degrees because that's the size of our segment. Enter, enter, and now we're going to Control click radius again, and same thing, click, delete, click, delete, click, delete, click, delete. Control D, deselect. Starting to see our segment, right? But we need to turn it back. Select all these again, Control T, and just like first time, I'm going to go minus 20 degrees to turn it back. Press enter twice. And there it is. There's our segment. But if you've noticed the textures that come with the mod, the segment is on the bottom of the texture. And this one is very obviously on the top. So what we're going to do is with all these selected, we're going to come up here to Edit, go down to Transform, and then flip vertical. Now it's on the bottom. Now this is where you start needing to be able to see a little bit better. So we're going to enable the background layer. Come over here and select the polygonal lasso. And we're going to snake our lasso through these lines here. And we're just going to come all the way around the circle. Like that. And the same thing as before. Click, delete, click, delete, click, delete, click, delete. Control D. There you go. There's your segment. But we have multiple layers here, and we want to save them all individually. So we're going to deselect our background layer, just have this one layer here that we want to save visible. We're going to come up here to File, down to Export, Export As. And we're going to export this as a PNG that is 1024 by 1024. Click Export. And this inner circle inactive is going to be our wheel panel inactive. I've already saved these, but see wheel panel inactive, and change that to a 9. Click Save. There you go. Make this one invisible, and the next one visible, and then we'll continue by going to File, Export, Export As, same process as before, Export. But this is our inner circle active, which is a wheel panel active. And click a wheel panel active. And go down here change that 6 to a 9. Click save. Of course, I've already saved it, so I get the confirm dialog box. You won't get this. Yes. And same thing. Make it invisible, and next one's visible. And this is our outer circle inactive. So that's going to be our wheel indicator inactive. So we're going to find wheel indicator inactive. It's any one of them. We just don't want to have to type this whole thing. Change that to a 9. There you go. And this is our wheel indicator active. Export as. Wheel indicator active. Change to a 9. Save. There you go. That's all there is to it.